Hi, Henry. Thanks for talking with us today. I understand that you actually saw Flight 416 West as it was flying over the area back on April 18th, 1952. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Oh, well, that's when I ended up my newspaper career. At that time, I was the newspaper franchise holder, and I went to my supervisor to pick up the papers on Turnbull Canyon and Marwood. I'm pretty sure it's Marwood. And as I pulled in, I heard this airplane coming around, and I told that my supervisor's name was Joyce. And I told him, Joyce, I said, that airplane is lower than I've ever heard them before. Oh, they're always falling. My mother-in-law says, complains, couldn't you pick a better place? Anyway, I picked up my papers and I took off. As I was going, I heard the plane the second time. I didn't have too many customers, but I'm pretty sure it was Tedley up off of Hacienda Boulevard. It was a rancher that had there, and he got the Times and the Examiner. So for that reason, if I was napping time, I would nap, because when the time guys came, he'd honk the horn, wake me up so he could put his paper in the box. I heard the plane the third time and didn't hear it anymore. About 10 o'clock that day, the young student that I told you was at Mount San Antonio College, I was working at the railroad, and he came and he told me, Henry, how do you get up to the top of the hill? There's an airplane that crashed. And I said, a passenger plane? And he said, yeah, there's bodies up there. And we're going up. His instructor at Mount San Antonio College told him, go up there and you can see what a wreck or whatever it is. So they did. So from Tedley, they walked all the way up to where that wreck was, but it's on the left side of the road. There's a housing complex. Well, before they put that housing complex, when they opened up Colima, I remember driving over there, and like at this time, I told my wife, because I was already married at that time, and I told my wife, see that glitter that you see over there? That's where that airliner crashed. And she said, oh no, it's just scrap. I said, where would scrap be metal? On that hillside, there's not even a road over there. And then as the time went on, you could see, I think I told somebody, you could see, which was a big part of the plane, a big part. Could have been the tail, or could have been the side little pieces of the airplane. Not necessarily the big wing, but the tail part of the plane. I'm almost sure you could still pick up pieces of airplane that are there now.
Roger that, N04C. You are cleared for straight-in ILS approach from the Los Angeles outer marker. Remain at 3,000 feet until final approach.
LA Tower Control began watching for Captain Powell and his C-46 to appear on the surveillance radar. At 3:37, there was still no sign of the C-46. Several radio calls were directed to Captain Powell and his crew.
N04C, this is Tower Control. What is your location? N04C, do you copy? N04C, this is Tower Control. What is your 20?
But a response was never received.